Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another casted game, and we've got something very, very special for you for Crossfire Legion. Today, it's a free-for-all. There are 3 players on this single map. On the northwest corner of the map, we've got Sad Boy Eken playing as the Blacklist faction. On the northeast corner of the map, we've got Pio playing as the New Horizon, and in the southeast corner of the map, we've got Dalian playing as the Global Risk faction. So we're going to see one of each faction today on this FFA. I think this is probably the first FFA casted game for Crossfire Legion. Looking forward to see how this one pans out. In, free-for-all games, it can all be a bit crazy. Lots of things going on, alliances, treachery, backstabbing, all these sorts of crazy drama sort of stuff. So we'll see what these players go up to, and it looks like New Horizon is going to max out on the materials, looking to get an infantry assembly, looking to protect himself, and we do see a second core base going down for Sad Boy, looking to boost the economy. The thing is going to be a bit tricky. I feel like it's a bit rough for Pio, I have to say. It'd be nicer to have had a 4-player free-for-all, that is for sure, because of course he's kind of sandwiched in between the 2 players, and I think this is a bit rough for Pio, to be totally honest, because Dalian, it's just going to be rough, unless he goes for a sneaky kind of exploration and settlement here, and then in the southwest corner, it's going to be a bit rough. So yeah, I think the next game maybe we'll do a a 4-player free-for-all if we can. We shall see if we can do it. Do hop into the Discord if you're looking to matchmake and find games like this, because sometimes it's not that easy in the early access version of the game. So we do see a work going forward, maybe looking to expand to a second core base for the New Horizon player, whereas Blacklist is well underway on the second core base now, going for that materials to boost the economy. All right, a couple of bulldogs coming forward. All right, okay, bulldogs for Sad Boy, looking to kind of control this core base as well, maybe, or this area that can be expanded to. Looks like Global Risk has expanded as well. Dalian has gone for a second core base, so everyone is on a second core base. It's going to be lots of economy going for all these players. The map is, I think it's Typhoon, so there's lots of spots to expand into. But I feel a bit bad for Pio, I have to say. Caught in the middle. Alright. A Blacklist supply cache going down there. Nothing exciting. Nothing too exciting. Just 1 barracks for the Blacklist player, looking to just get a couple of bulldogs out there. Is kind of going forward with them to see what it can scout out. New Horizon has 1 infantry assembly. It has an R&D lab as well, which is nice for the New Horizon. And we see it do a single barracks for Global Risk as well, getting a couple of troopers out there just to protect the second core base. If you guys are interested, the trooper is the basic infantry for the Global Risk faction. As you can see, he's got a couple of abilities with combat boost, and they can also put forward turrets down, which is pretty interesting. Okay, 3rd core base going down for Sad Boy, and 3rd core base going for Pio. Do we see a 3rd core base going down for Global Risk? Not yet. So it looks like Global Risk is at the moment is kind of content with having 2 core bases. It's very interesting that there's a couple of bulldogs here by Sad Boy, looking just to see if there's any expansion here, just to make sure no one has a sneaky access to economy. Sad Boy is on this 3rd core base though, looking to really boost that economy. Infantry assembly, it actually looks like it's been upgraded for the New Horizon faction. This little extension here on the top, hope we got planning permission for that. But yeah, he's extended, and it looks like he's upgraded his infantry assembly as far as I can tell. That means he would have access to getting the Lycans, and that could be pretty interesting, because it means that he could jump over and just completely bypass the second core base, go to his primary core base, if you so wish to do so with the Lycans. You can do that, you can have that jump ability. Let's take a look. A very nice thing for the New Horizon faction. Jumps to a target location and is invulnerable during the flight. Okay, factory going down for Dalian, the Global Risk player, continuing to produce the troopers just to make sure he's well protected. Be interesting to see what he has in his deck of cards to play. It looks like it's the Herald, maybe. I think that's the Herald. Not sure what unit that is, actually. We'll have to see if he produces anything. Looks like he is producing that. I can't... What is that? A Cavalier. Okay, interesting. Let's take a look at the Cavalier then. We're going to be learning as we go along in the cast. Cavalier You can deploy mines. It's a support light scout vehicle, actually. Very nice. We look to find stealth units. Okay, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It'd be interesting to see if we actually lay some mine. I don't think we've seen Cavalier, at least in the casted games that I've done so far. It'd be nice to do this. That's the scout vision unlock. Maybe he has to unlock that ability to deploy mines before he can do so. A second factory going down for Dalian, so it looks like he's going to kind of double down on vehicles here for the time being. Oh, a little bit of an interesting proxy base, I suppose. This is a very interesting, like hidden at the back here, the power nodes. I wonder what the thinking behind that is. Can he can go through there, but can't really do too much there, but that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. He's got a vehicle assembly there on the north corner of the map, the north edge. And looking to get some defensive structures here on the bridge, I guess, and that would be pretty interesting. Got a couple of ogres, so I don't think I've actually seen this on the field as of yet. Let's take a look at the ogre for the New Horizon faction. Okay, it's an advanced ranged infantry that deals damage in an area. Can be upgraded to slow any enemies it hits. Nice. The ability is chain rounds, fires multiple shots into an area. Looks pretty good. That's a tanky unit, isn't it? Looks absolutely like a beast. Non-tracking projectiles. Oh, what's going on? We see some action, guys. Okay, a couple of Blacklist watchtowers being taken down by the Bulldogs. Wait. No, it wasn't. It was under attack there, but Bulldogs clear it up. It's on this area here. And we see the stealth units, well, the Blacklist Bulldogs have been stealthified. Don't even know if that's a word. But anyway, looking at the ogre, non-tracking projectiles means that it's going to be pretty powerful doing area of effect damage. And it has shield transfer shields from one unit to another. Interesting. That's pretty kind of micro intensive, I suppose, but it'll be interesting to see if anyone actually uses that. We see a Manticore for New Horizon. We're getting loads of the units out here, new units. It's a light tank with dual energy cannons. And what's pretty cool about this is that it can attack both ground and air units, which means it's must be relatively versatile. Alright, we do see third core base for Dalian now with lots of sentry turrets protecting it. We do see an expansion here by Blacklist. Very interesting. He's gone for like the neutral, if you will, core base. Really protecting this nicely with the Blacklist watchtowers as well. So I quite like this from the Blacklist player. This actually sets him up really, really nicely for the late game if it gets there, because obviously there's a limited amount of materials on the map. So he's slowly chipping away, bringing those materials home, bringing it back to his collection to be used. Be interested to see if he actually expands to these ones as well whilst he can, because it looks like everyone's being pretty defensive. No one's really attacking each other, so it feels like almost like you should just go for early expansions here and really boost your economy so that you can place down those kind of production buildings and spam out units when the fight does start. And it looks like he's doing the right thing. I mean, he's getting the production buildings, the core bases down, and the production buildings, it seems. He's getting some airfields here in the south corner of the map. Going to look to protect his core bases with air units, and this is going to be good. He's going to have a really buzzing economy. As you can see, he's actually saturated his core bases, which is the way to do it. Saturating his core bases. I wish we could see the resources that each player has. He actually has 2 helipads here, so Sad Boy looks to be very strong indeed in terms of his position. He's got some crocodiles as well on the field, looking very, very solid. I have to say, the economy really, paying off here. That is for sure. Protecting his base here with the towers as well. So yeah, 4 core bases, 5 core bases actually for Sad Boy. This one's yet to be up and running, but it will be very soon. 5 core bases versus 3 for everyone else. So very nicely done for Sad Boy. Okay, lots of anti-air turrets there. But yep, someone's going to need to attack eventually, because of course they might run out of resources. Hey, Forgotten132, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Have an explosion. Hope you're doing well. Have a hello there.
Hello there.
We're going to cast some games for Crossfire Legion. Hope you're doing well, Forgotten. I casted your games earlier actually, so GG's well played. You played fantastically well. I love the way that you do a lot of macro behind your play, and it means that you're set up really well as the game progresses. I will be uploading those to YouTube as well, so guys, if you're interested in this kind of content, this kind of casted games, do check out the YouTube channel. I have a full playlist of the casted games there. I'm looking to hopefully build on this and do a lot of casting for this game. I love this game. I really hope that the game continues to develop and get better as time goes on. But of course, time will tell. This is an FFA, by the way, for those who are new to the chat. Yeah, we've got basically a free-for-all, 3-player free-for-all. Yeah, the lag has gotten a lot better now, so maybe it was on my end, I'm not sure, but this is absolutely perfect. There's been no lag in this game so far, and there's been more players involved, so I'm very, very happy about that. Okay, a Typhon going there for Pio. That is a beastly unit. Let's take a look at the Pion. Sorry, not the Pion. This is the player Pion, but the Typhon. Do you know what? I don't for some reason have... Oh, I do. I'm looking at the wrong place. So I've got these little tooltips. So if you guys are interested in learning more about the game as I cast them, let's just get this off the screen so far because there's a massive fight going on here between New Horizon and Global Risk. Dalian taking a lot of damage, and actually this is really a problem for him because he has nothing to fight off the Pyre. The Typhon rather, but he does use a Fire Will ability, and that Fire Will ability does a lot of damage. So these tanks, these Phalanx, do survive, and they're actually bugging out a little bit, but they do have the hull down ability, which is really, really nice. The hull down ability looks really solid, it looks really good, and it does slow them down obviously, but he needs to back off now because he's got nothing to fight against this Typhon just now, because the Phalanx of course doesn't have any capability at firing at air units, but he does have the rocket troopers there. But we can see the Typhon using the area effect damage, the non-balanced projectiles. It's a non-balanced projectile, come on, it's called now. Non-tracking projectiles, that's it. And it should be able to cause a lot of damage, and infantry probably will melt to the Typhon, to be totally honest. But they're not very accurate, as you can see. Actually, it looks like it's going to be doing more damage, but it's not. It really does need more than one of these. Guys, check out the explosion. That was insane. Should have got closer earlier, but we do see another fight here. A couple of Falcons here for Blacklist. He's getting in on the action. He's not happy to just sit there idly. I think in an FFA like this, having air units is pretty cool. Having that extra mobility, you can just go across. He's really being stealthy here. Go around the edge of the map. Very sneaky by Sad Boy. I feel like Sad Boy is in a really strong position because he's had these core bases for a long time. They've got 5 core bases. The other 2 players have only got 3 each. And we see the Hyperion. I'm a really big fan of this particular unit. The Hyperion is a really nice unit. You can choose this unit instead of having the Titan. For me, it looks to be a lot... Whoa, I didn't know it could do that. Holy smokes, what the hell was that? That was a jump. It was kind of like what the Lycans can do. They can jump. And the thing I really like about this unit is that it can attack both ground and air units. And having that versatility can be so strong. That is for sure. Okay, in the south corner of the map, we do have a bit of an altercation here between Sad Boy and Dalian. And it looks like actually Sad Boy has gone away across the map. And the fact that the Pyre was in the middle of the two, in the pocket kind of position, I thought it'd be really exposed in that risk. But actually it looks like Blacklist has gone for the Global Risk player. He's really taking it to him, and we do see some Javelins now, so Javelins will be doing lots of good work here against the Prions. The Javelins do melt though. It looks like the Prions are really strong, and unfortunately it just doesn't seem to have enough to fight these Prions. He's got quite a lot of mass here, Blacklist. He's going to be able to cause a lot of damage, and eco damage is being done. Going for the workers, but he needs to be careful not to lose everything here, because there are a couple of rocket troopers for Global Risk. He backs off, looking maybe to heal back up, and he doesn't need to push anything, he doesn't need to pressure anything. He has caused some aggression though, so he might be waiting for a backlash for Global Risk. I'm sure Dalian's not going to be too happy about that aggression, maybe looking to fight back very soon. Are they Falcons? Actually, are these Falcons or Prions? Forgot to mention in the chat that these are... Oh yeah, quite right, apologies. These are actually Falcons, my bad, yeah. The Falcon. It's a heavy attack chopper armed with rockets. Nice. Okay, yeah, so really good pickup there by Forgotten in the chat. Thank you so much. So we've got Falcons and Crocodiles for Blacklist. There are so many units, so I'm really going to have to get used to all the different types of units here. Okay, Blacklist is really going for a Global Risk. He's not really going to... Oh, wait. Probably going to struggle against this, though. There's lots of anti-air turrets, and they will absolutely shred the Falcons. I don't know about this, guys. But he's going for the normal anti-ground turrets before he goes in, so he does need to kind of chip this away a little bit to be able to make some progress. And it looks like New Horizons going to be ganging up on the Global Risk faction as well, so he's in a bit of a problem here. Dalian is really struggling because he's got 2v1 here. He's going to struggle here. He's going to be pushed here with the Falcons on this core base. Going to be losing some workers here. The New Horizon players also chiming in. He's got a couple of Hades as well as these massive ogres pushing on that bridge and really kind of pigeonholing Global Risk here. The hull down ability has been taken away from the tank. The Phalanx looking to try and hold off, but he's not going to be able to. There's quite a few ogres, a couple of Hades there. It's just a matter of time before that tank goes down. Phalanx goes down. There are a couple of turrets behind that, so he's doing well in terms of defense. But I wonder where those Falcons went. Did those Falcons go down? I'm not sure if they disappeared elsewhere, but he's actually still regrouping here on the left, and Dalian is under a lot of pressure here. This might come down to Global Risk dying to both Blacklist and New Horizon. Holy smokes. Okay, the Falcons really dying to the anti-air turret, so Dalian has done really well actually getting the turrets down. It's offering him a lot of protection actually, being very difficult to push away, being very difficult to die. And we do see an ability there, I don't know what that was, it wasn't actually labelled there, so I don't know what happened there to those anti-air turrets. But we see the Hades looking to try and just keep up that pressure, just going to keep staying on this choke point, not letting Dalian make any more progress. And Blacklist is making a huge push here. Crocodiles, lots of crocodiles and bulldogs there, as well as one cheetah, just for good measure. The economy really being fantastic for Blacklist. He expanded to those 5 core bases, but we do see some javelins, we do see some phalanx. Global Risk is not going to go down without a fight, and to be honest actually he's not doing too badly because the crocodiles are super exposed to the javelins and there aren't any air units. The Falcons are nowhere to be seen, no more Falcons for Blacklist, and I think that might be the difference. And we see the hull down ability for Dalian. He's playing this fantastically well with the Global Risk. He's using the abilities that his units have, and we see another crocodile going down, and this is a really strong hold by Global Risk. I'm really impressed by Dalian's ability to stay alive when it's 2v1. He's doing fantastically well, and actually I think I ruled him out of winning pretty early, and I shouldn't have done that because he's done fantastically well. Hasn't taken as much damage as we would expect, and that massive push from Global Blacklist rather just didn't quite do what I expected it would do. And back to square one. He's gone back with his tails between his legs, and he's got a heck of a lot of helipads, I can tell you that much. Looks like he's going for a full transition to Falcons. They are a really strong unit, and air units are pretty strong. Quite a few Hades now, as well as the Pegasus for New Horizon. So New Horizon now is transitioning into having air units. Pegasus there does have the ability to attack both ground and air units. Again, having that versatility in doing that is really quite important in FFAs, that is for sure. Couple of javelins going to be able to pick off Hades or two, but actually going to be pushed back by the Pegasus, and 3 javelins will go down very quickly. He needs to hold this back somehow. There are a couple of I was going to say predators, guys. If you know GDI from Command and Conquer, this unit does look a bit like a predator, but I can assure you it's not. All right, let's get it off the screen. Okay, wow, a lot of cheaters there, just going to raid, I think, for Blacklist. This is very nice. I like what he's done here. He's going to go in and out, just dart in and out, get some economy damage. Blacklist has done a lot of damage to Global Risk. He's put up a lot of pressure, but he's thought, you know what, he can't let New Horizon get away with this. He's got to add some pressure as well, and that is a stop ability, I believe, for the Hyperion being used. And it's actually, the Hyperion is so tanky, is actually going to be able to take all of the cheaters. The cheaters are pretty fragile, but they do make up for the fragility in terms of movement speed. Okay, we've got one hell of a game, guys. Be interested to see how this one pans out. This is why I kind of like FFAs, because it does bring out drawn out games and you get to see a multitude of units. A lot of phalanx here for Global Risk. I have to say I'm a fan. I am a fan of Global Risk and their units. They're probably not necessarily the most effective or strongest, but they do look good. I gotta take a screenshot, guys. That looks fantastic. Oh, something happening in the okay, he just salvaged that, I think. He wasn't actually under attack, it was just a salvage. Okay, bit of a standoff here. on the right side of the map between Global Risk and New Horizon. There's a Morningstar. Morningstar, incredibly strong unit for Global Risk, an air unit that can attack both land and air units. Let's take a look at the Morningstar for Global Risk. And a Fire Will ability going down for Global Risk is going to look to do some damage to the New Horizon player. Does get a lot of Hades down. This is really effective. A couple of Pegasus dying as well. This is such a big use of that ability. Really well done by Global Risk there. Managed to push that fight back, and it's actually caused a lot of damage. Do you see a Typhon just to back that up, and another Hyperion for New Horizon? But that was a really nice use of the ability there. For the Cardinal, Fire at will. Has he bitten off more than he can chew? The hull down ability has gone down for the Phoenix, which makes them extra tanky. Does mean he can't really move so much, but these are super tanky actually when you look at it. He's barely taking any damage at all, and he's going to be able to take out this core base, I think, with 4 of them there. Oh, that one went down, but he's actually starting to take more damage now with the second Typhon coming in to assist his other Typhons. But that core base does go down. That's a massive kick in the teeth in terms of eco. But what's happening down here on the southeast corner of the map? We've got Falcons swooping in to basically just take the... Oh my god, just completely taking the wind out of Global Risk here. Completely destroying Global Risk whilst his army there is immobile in the north corner of the map. Those tanks are not going to be coming back anytime soon, and this is really tricky for Global Risk. He's actually going to struggle to push this back. I think he's going to lose his primary core base, and this is a core base which has been upgraded to tier 3, so if he loses this, he loses a lot. He might be calling in the GG, I suspect, because of this, because this is huge. He took a fight here, to his credit, against New Horizon, but looks like that push is almost, well, it is stopped now, and I think that is a GG for Global Risk. I don't see a way back for him now. He is all but out of the game. He does have 1 core base left, but only 2 workers. Yeah, struggled, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, Dalian, GG, well played. You did fantastically well to hold off there 2v1 for a long period of time. You put a bit of aggression there, almost paid off against New Horizon, but unfortunately it wasn't your day. You got pushed back at probably the worst possible time. Blacklist came in and managed to just cause a lot of damage there just whilst your units were busy fighting on the front lines, and they couldn't come back. You didn't have mobility on your side, but GG, well played. You did fantastically well. That means that we're left behind with Sad Boy on the west corner of the map. Well, just basically the whole of the west of the map, to be honest, and Pyre playing New Horizon. Now, I feel like the power really is within the Sad Boy's grasp here. He's got 5 core bases, and he's got a lot of army. He's got a lot of production buildings to be able to produce those Falcons air units. And we see there Dalian leaving the lobby. GG, well played. Okay, so we see Falcons versus Typhons. Typhons will win that just because they're so tanky, and there's 3 of them versus 2. And we do also see a Hyperion there really coming in clutch. The Hyperion being able to attack air units. He's going to be able to move forward now and maybe look to do some damage on the southwest corner of the map, but he's got a lot of towers to contend with. On the west corner of the map, we do see some phalanx by Dalian. I'm not sure what happened there, because Dalian actually left the lobby, so I don't know if this is AI taking over or what, but all I do know is that these guys are just going to waltz in to see what damage they can do. It's kind of awkward, but yeah, okay, so New Horizon are going to look towards the left of the map. I want to see if there's going to be an expansion where no one's going to take care of these core bases and get more materials from them, take over Global Risk's base early, well, its former base anyway. You know, these phalanxes are doing pretty good work though, I have to say, without any commanders. And we do see a fight here, a couple of Typhons versus the Falcons. Looks like the Typhons will take this in the end, but not without the losses. There are a couple of Typhons that do go down, and 2 Typhons left. Let's look to put some pressure on these Blacklist watchtowers. And what's really quite nice about the Blacklist watchtowers is that they double up as anti-infantry and anti-air. Okay, a bit of an altercation here on the north corner of the map as well. A couple of Falcons looking to take away the Hyperion, and I'm not sure the Hyperion's doing really well. It might go down now, especially when there's lots of Bulldogs in behind. Sorry, not Bulldogs, Lions. The Lions are in behind. They're going to be doing a lot of damage on the 3rd core base for New Horizon. Looks like Blacklist are really going to be pushing forward now. Sad Boy looking to assert his dominance. Has got to work forward, looking to put some Blacklist watchtowers as well. That's really going to solidify his position, and he's going to upgrade them as well, I suspect, when they go up. And this core base will go down. He's looking to really pigeonhole and supply block the New Horizon player. And there is a Typhon there making his way back, looking to defend his core base as best as he can. But there's a lot of military here for Blacklist, and it looks like Blacklist is going to start to overrun rather, and look to finish this game out. Yeah, Sad Boy looks to be in a strong position. I think that Forgotten is very right, considering his upgrades. Absolutely, yeah. I think he's in a much stronger position. He's definitely got the eco as well. He had 5 core bases right from, you know, almost the beginning of the game, so managed to build up a really good economic lead. I really wish we could see the materials, the resources that each player has. We don't have that on the spectator overlay just yet. Hopefully that will come in the near future in a new patch. This is still in early access, this game. I really hope we can get that, because it makes a big difference to the viewing experience. But it does look like New Horizon has pushed that back a little bit, but we'll see for how long. He does have a couple of Pegasus still on the field looking to destroy these Blacklist watchtowers before they come up. But it was a nice push by Blacklist, but pretty well done by New Horizon to push this back, and he's going to start to repopulate this core base again with workers, looking to hold on. But we're probably going to see round 2 of an assault here from Blacklist. It's got lots of production buildings, lots of barracks there, going for lions there to see this game out. No one's expanding. Oh, actually, see, we do see something being built here, but I think it's the well, yeah, it is the Blacklist core base. I think looks like Sad Boy is looking to expand into Global Risk's old base. He's doing fantastic work macro-wise. Doing fantastic work macro-wise. Looks like he's going to be cementing his position in winning this game. New Horizon's not going to go down without a fight. He's got quite a few Pegasus. Holy smokes, the Pegasus absolutely melt the Lions. The Lions are absolutely wrecking them. I'm pretty surprised at how strong they are. Really impressive, the Lion. Okay. Heavy infantry, quick with a slow-firing autocannon. Radiation zone does go down for Pio, but not really quite in time, and yeah, Blacklist managed to get out of that just in time. Okay, core base does go down for New Horizon, and this could be the beginning of the end. Lots of lions there to take out this core base, and the Pegasus are going to be no match for this. Just not enough units there for New Horizon. Blacklist looking to seal this game out. Okay, just down to 2 core bases now for New Horizon, and it's looking in a very precarious position. Blacklist going to look to see this one out. Workers being sent to their death. That's a pretty rough state of play. I don't know if there must have been an accident, but they are dead. There is a ogre there coming forward looking to do some damage. A very tanky unit, but one on his own is not going to be enough there. Okay, Lion's doing good work there to try and hold this Lion, pigeonhole him in, and yeah, with this core base. Oh, that core base didn't actually go up in the end. Looks like Sad Boy opted not to do that. Wants to focus a bit more on military at this point. But yeah, I was surprised. Maybe he cancelled that, I suspect. But the second core base is now under a lot of pressure. There's no workers here working, so effectively now New Horizon are just on one core base with the depletion of materials. This looks very, very rough for New Horizon. I don't think they can really produce any more units. He is stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's got a couple of units though, still Manticore and a couple of Pegasus, but just now one big swoop of Lions, which are now approaching for Blacklist. Going to see this game out, I'm sure. A couple of Pegasus moving forward just to see what he can see. There is an expansion though now to this core base for Blacklist, so he did expand. And he's got materials for days. He's not going to run out anytime soon. Lion's going to come forward, going to make short work of this Manticore, take it out, and then push on forward from there. The Pegasus are going to move forward. There was a Falcon there looking to defend. The Pegasus might be able to actually take some of these workers out if he's careful, if they manage to see it. But it doesn't look like he spotted it. Another expansion for Sad Boy, looking to build a lot of Blacklist towers as well. And here is the big fight where a couple of Lions versus Ogres and Typhons, and the Lions are doing a really good job here. Pushing back the Manticores for New Horizon, and it's going to get another assault There was an expansion to a second core base for New Horizon, but I think that's probably going to go down again. Holy smokes. Okay, so we've got a bit of information in the chat from Forgotten. Minotaurs are 200 health, 200 shields without upgrades. Ogres are 125, 250. Oh, okay, interesting. I don't know what the costs are. I'd be interested to see what the costs are as well involved. But yeah, guys, do check out the video of Forgotten. He's in the chat at the moment, and we casted some games earlier, and they were really good games, so do check them out if you are interested in some top level gameplay for Crossfire Legion. Okay, we do see a bit of a pushback though. The Manticores actually pushed back the Lions. I think it feels almost like Blacklist are toying with their food. It's got so many core bases, so many materials. Probably looks to just wants to get one final army together perhaps to push this back, but New Horizon doing well to fight this back. There's a Hyperion there looking to cause a lot of damage. That is a pretty cool ability. What ability is that? That looks amazing. Let's take a look. Hyperion. Saturation bombing. Barrages the target area with explosive projectiles for massive damage. I'm really liking this unit, I have to say. Okie dokie. Ogres cost 2 more population and 30 more fuel. Other than that, they cost the same. Okay. So it feels like Minotaurs would be better, right? I'm guessing just population efficiency wise, maybe. Population efficiency wise, maybe, but I don't know. It's a bit tricky because they are. Yeah, I feel like Minotaurs are better, right? Possibly, but we need to look at the abilities and stuff, I suppose. Let's have a look. Minotaur. Improved range, so increases weapon range and shield transfer. I'm not too keen on the shield transfer. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be used that much. Not too convinced by that one. The Ogre. But they do have multiple shots being fired with the chain rounds, which is pretty nice. They have to do a lot of area effect damage, yeah, but they're not tracking projectiles, yeah, that makes sense. Ogres look pretty cool. Okay, we're still sticking with the Lions though for Blacklist, looking to keep up the production and stifle New Horizon, but he's kind of left New Horizon to his own devices, and I don't know if this actually leaves New Horizon the ability to get back into the game. He has expanded though to this core base, but as time goes on, I suspect just the sheer level of materials that Blacklist will have, we'll see him through the game. But I suspect we're going to see a couple more battles. It's a long drawn out war between New Horizon and Blacklist in this scenario, but we'll see how this one ends. And New Horizon are not done yet. I mean, he's pushing this back. The Blacklist towers will be going down and this core base will be exposed, and I just don't see the military. I just don't see the military for Blacklist. I wonder whether he's stockpiling. I wonder whether he's just going for sheer numbers of workers and just absolutely saturating the core bases, bringing out as many materials as possible, and then he's going to be starving his opponent out of the game. I think that might be what he's doing, which is not a bad idea, but he might be kind of a bit vulnerable if he doesn't start producing armies soon. He does have a lot of production capabilities though, with a lot of helipads here and a lot of barracks dotted around here as well, so he's not in sort of shortage of being able to produce. I'm sure he's got lots of materials as well, and he does have quite a few Lions here protecting this core base, so it does look like he lost a lot of workers there, but I suspect he'll be able to replenish those pretty easily. A couple of forward barracks is there as well, so he's definitely doubling down on infantry, looking to secure his position with the Blacklist watchtowers there on the east edge of the map. Not many materials left. Thank you for the follow, Aralepis. Welcome. Have an explosion. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well, and have a hello there. Hello. We're casting some games for Crossfire Legion. Hope you're having a great day, and we're going to be seeing this game out, I suspect, very soon. There's a couple of Falcons here looking to cause some eco damage. Jeez, man, there's no workers left in this core base. New Horizons third core base completely empty. And Pio just looking to secure himself with this Hyperion a bit. Yeah, Forgotten mentions in the chat he might have too much population and workers to push quickly though. Yeah, I totally agree. I think he might delete some maybe, I don't know. He just looks like he's stockpiling and then it doesn't look like he's being very patient, that is for sure. I think maybe he's not looking to see this game out too quickly. He just wants to make sure his position is solidified. And here we are. We see some depleted materials facilities there, so he might look to actually delete these workers perhaps, seeing as he just won't need them anymore. He could send them to here actually. He's got to be careful though, he doesn't get caught out. He does have a decent number of military on the field, so he's not going completely naked. He's keeping himself honest and making sure that he's not completely militaryless, looking just to keep damaging the economy for New Horizon, stopping the workers working. And it does have a couple of crocodiles there as well, so he is taking good effective trades, I have to say that much, and he does take down the core base. The Falcons and the 2 crocodiles here doing fantastic work. The Hyperion, this is a fantastic trade for Global Risk. Blacklist. Yeah, he's taking really good fights here, making use of the numbers advantage. He does lose a lot of Falcons there. The Typhon's doing really good work, and there is a Hyperion there as well. Falcons go down, leaves that the crocodiles are pretty exposed. He's going to take care of this vehicle assembly though before they go down. Yeah, he's doing a good job of keeping New Horizon pigeonholed just to 2 core bases mostly at a time. So Blacklist has not mentioned, hasn't noticed this. I don't know if they have an idle worker hotkey. I think, you know, if you've been coming from other RTS games, in particular Age of Empires, having the idle worker hotkey is so key. I don't know if he has one, but he hasn't noticed this, which is kind of rough. That is for sure. Now, New Horizon are going forward to put a bit of pressure. Blacklist Watchtowers will be doing good work to defend this position, but they're probably only able to hold out for a little while. We're going to need army here for Blacklist. I wonder if he notices this. He's got to be careful not to open macro here, because it doesn't seem like he's noticed this. So this is population space that he could be using for army, and he just hasn't got it free at the moment. So it's going to struggle. He does have quite a few units here looking to try and harass this 2nd core base, but they're pushed back. It looks like New Horizon have got a lot of army on the field, but there's almost nothing. He's got a couple of Falcons here going to look to defend his core bases, but Blacklist have got to be careful here. He's maybe gone to he's become a little bit greedy. This is a bit of a precarious position. It might be a bit of a throw. A couple of lions here. He's going to get absolutely wrecked by the army for New Horizon, I suspect. Just they don't have the lions, the infantry just don't seem to be particularly great at this stage of the game. At least not for Blacklist, that is for sure. And I think he needs to be investing in more costly units, which he does have the economy for. That's got to be for sure. But the Falcons, they are really strong. And he's going to look to do another assault on the primary core base now. He's going to swoop in, but he's going to be caught out by the Pegasus. He's going to get a lot of damage. The Pegasus is doing great work against the Falcons. The Falcons will be going down, even though the Falcons outnumbered him. Really effective trade here for New Horizon. Holy smokes, actually it turns out the Falcons might win this. Oh my god, the Falcon just won that. I was not anticipating that just at all, but the home advantage really pulling through for New Horizon. Manages to take that last Falcon out with the Pegasus. These just haven't been noticed. I think if Sad Boy noticed this after the game, he's going to be kicking himself for that missed opportunity for population space. I wonder if the primary core bases have been depleted. It has been depleted. Yeah, it's got a couple of workers there. He's just got so many places to look around the map, so it can be tricky. This is depleted as well. This is depleted as well. So we are starting to run out of materials, it has to be said. There aren't that many materials, so it's actually going to come down to wire. And I don't know, I feel like this is depleted as well. Maybe New Horizon just took in really effective fights. Guys, maybe I called it too early. New Horizon may win this. I mean, it's not like he's out of it. Although there are a lot of Falcons there now. A lot of Falcons. And we see Ogres. They're looking to defend this position on a Hyperion and a Typhon as well. I wonder if he can hold this back. So this game might come down to the wire. It might come down to just whoever micros better and who takes better trades, because what's really awkward, and there's quite a lot of materials in this core base though. What's really awkward is that Blacklist had so much map control, but he hasn't been able to see this game out just yet. And I feel like he's lost a lot of resources into terms of the Blacklist Watchtowers. It does offer a lot of protection, but I think at this point we really need military on the field. Okay, now this is a strong push by Blacklist. This could be the beginning of the end. It's going to push this back, and a lot of units going down for free. The Ogres are not turning around to shoot. They're walking back, they're retreating, and it loses a couple of them in the process. And the Falcons are going to be looking to tie this to turn the tide of this fight and really put some pressure here. It looks like this could be almost tightening of the noose now. Oh, can ogres not actually shoot at air units? Ah, okay, yeah, so that's another difference between the ogre and minotaur. The ogre can't actually shoot at aeroplanes. So actually, for me, that is huge. I would much prefer the minotaur in that situation. Having that flexibility at that point is so good. But it's certainly an interesting unit, the ogre, for sure. It causes a lot. I mean, it's not designed to be anti-air, and I suppose it does have the air effect damage on troops, so it's more of a grounded unit. But yeah, I suppose it depends on your playstyle whether you go for flexibility versus ground unit damage. Knowing the units inside out, we're starting to learn the units. This is really important to learn how the game works and the game mechanics. We're slowly getting there, guys, and I'm really happy to share this experience with you. This game for me is looking very promising. I just hope the game takes off on a general way, and generally speaking, because I'm a big fan of what we see here. But New Horizon now really kind of stuck in the core base. This could become a little bit stalematey. Blacklist looking to drop a lot of Blacklist watchtowers, just making sure he can't expand any further. And I think Blacklist could even take care of this and get hold of this materials facility. And if he does, you know, that's even more materials that he has in his armory. This could come down to who makes the moves first. It could be tricky, that is for sure. This could be very stalemated. I love what New Horizon is doing here. This is fantastic. He's taking the towers out before they even build, and that is huge. It's so important to do that because, I mean, look, essentially, it means that you can take them out without being damaged. And oh, holy smokes! But he's not going unpunished. Blacklist making a huge push now with lots of Falcons there, and they are doing so much damage. There's the GG. Bio calls it GG. Well played. This calls for the end of this FFA on the map Typhoon. It was a fantastic game, guys. I hope you enjoyed this casted content, and if you did, do give the video a thumbs up. Got lots more casted content for you for Crossfire Legion, hoping to cement myself as hopefully an established caster for the community. If you enjoyed the casted games, do give the video a thumbs up, and hopefully I shall see you maybe live on Twitch if you want to come and see us live. But if you're watching this on YouTube, your kind of support is really well appreciated. So thanks, guys, take care, and see you next time.